Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Wellness and Faith with Wherry. Excited to be here again with you this week. And we are going to continue our discussion with the hashtag moment, which has been against all odds. Now, this is the final week of the against all odds hashtag. So we will be starting a new hashtag moment next week. And then for today, we will close it out with our dose of spiritual wellness. So, for our discussion today, our hashtag moment of Against All Odds, I wanted to center this discussion around my favorite scripture, which is Romans 8 and 28. So, Romans 8 and 28 says that all things work together for good to those who love God and answer his call to purpose. And that scripture has been my favorite scripture since I was a youth. And the reason why is because it gave me a sense of hope and encouragement to know that even the things that I didn't like that was happening in my life would still work in my benefit, along with all the great and amazing things that I had experienced as well. And so moving up now even into adulthood and being on my own and having tons more experiences, I can honestly sit here today and tell you that all things have truly worked for my good. Now, I did not like every experience. There's even some recent experiences that I've had on a personal level that I'm like, definitely could have passed the pass go on that one. But nonetheless, the experiences happen, and now I am trusting God to work that for my good, just like everything else that has transpired over my life for all the years that I have been alive. Is that even the things that were hurtful, that were painful, that were unfavorable, have totally worked in my benefit, just like the amazing things that I have experienced and the success and the people I've met and the places that I've been, is that all of it together still works for my good. I was thinking about this scripture this evening as well once I came home from a protest. Here where I am, we had a prayer and protest, and it was really beautiful, honestly, to be there today. Now, when you go to a protest, you're not having a protest because something amazing and happy has happened. You have a celebration when something happens that is great and celebratory. So anytime there's a protest, you're there because there's a dissent, there's a disagreement, there's some dissatisfaction with something that is going on. And so the reason for our protest today was because of the most recent murder of George Floyd, but also just about all the victims of police brutality, those who we know, like Cassandra Bland and Breonna Taylor, like Ahmaud Arbery, who was, killed by neighbors in his neighborhood, and so many other people who never even make the media, who never even at least get the benefit or the moment of a hashtag for the world to know of the injustices happened to them. We were protesting just racial injustice that has plagued this country since its inception. Like, this is not something new. This is something that's happened for hundreds and hundreds of years. And so despite being there for a very somber reason, a disappointing, a painful, or frustrating reason, especially with being a Black woman here in the US, I took a moment after I arrived to just look around. And then looking around, I saw so many people from so many different backgrounds when it comes to race and ethnicity, age group, and, so many other differences that were there. And it made me smile. Even though, again, we were not there under the best circumstances, the one thing that was true that made it a beautiful moment is the fact that we were all there united together for the same purpose, wanting to fight for liberty and justice for everyone, regardless of who they are and what their racial and ethnic background is to finally make the wrongs that have plagued this country right. And so you had even people from various professional backgrounds. There were even police that were there that were present as well, who made statements to affirm Black Lives Matter and who verbally made a commitment to make sure that there is not injustices and discrimination that plagues not just their departments, not just in their professional lives, but even in their personal lives as well. And so it ended up being just a really awesome experience. And I was very glad that I went. And it definitely helped to, again, bring a silver lining, so to speak, to what has been this huge dark cloud, over our entire nation over the past just 2 weeks as things just continue to unfold. And so even though we are still in the midst of needing real change to happen, protests are great. That's definitely why I participated, and I went there today, and I noticed why the other individuals was there as well. But the protests are not enough. And so we need to make sure that we enact policies and laws and legislation and get rid of systems that are really set up to continue to disenfranchise just people of color here in this country, disproportionately Black people, and just to make sure again that we really live up to the model of this country, to really make sure that we are offering liberty and justice for all. And so I allowed that to be what I walked away with from today, is that the good that came out of the bad situation is going to all work together for good. Yes, it's horrible that, this is what the murder of George Floyd has now what has set and opening the eyes of so many people who refuse to listen to the cries for justice for the past 400 years. Even though it's really sad that a man had to lose his life for that, I'm going to honor that. I'm going to continue to pray for his family. And I'm also going to celebrate the unity that is happening, the coming together. And there's been some small wins that are going to have some huge ripple effects as we continue just to pursue justice together. And so it is. All things are working for my good. It's working for your good. It's working for the good of our country and for the good of our world, so that we can live in a better place where we will be judged by our content of our character, not the color of our skin. So now let's close it out with the dose of spiritual wellness. And I'm going to keep it real simple this week and just say, I want you to see the good even in the bad. Take a moment to see the good even in the bad. And I know it may be a little difficult, it may be a little challenging, but take a moment to smile, to notice people coming together, to notice people checking in on you, to notice just the blessings of your family and friends and their well-being and their lives. Take a moment to really cherish just the little things in your life and to still see that the great things that you can easily be grateful for, coupled even with the things that are hard to accept, that we should not have to accept, that it will still all work together for your good. So be encouraged, do not lose hope, and remember that against all odds, all things are working together for your good. So take care. I look forward to seeing you all next week, and I hope that you have an amazing week. I am praying for you. I am wishing you nothing but peace and love and comfort throughout these very difficult times, and also for you to walk in hope and assurance that once again, all things are working together for your good as you answer the call to purpose and as you continue to love God, and He loves you too. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.